This crochet star is as beautiful as it is easy to work. We start with a magic ring and 5 single crochets. It's a 6-pointed star, and I'm working with Sigma from Lang Yarns and needle 2.5 millimeters. Pull the starting thread and close the ring with 1 slip stitch into the first single crochet. Round 2, chain 3, 3 turning chains, plus 2 clustered double crochets, which counts for 3 clustered double crochets, chain 3, and in every other stitch work 3 clustered double crochets plus 3 chains. Just repeat into every stitch 3 clustered double crochets plus chain 3. The round ends with chain 3 and 1 slip stitch into the tip of the first petal. So now you have this sort of ring. I cut the starting thread because I worked over it. I don't have to sew it. And we continue with chain 5 and 1 slip stitch into the middle chain of the chain, into the middle stitch of the next chain. 1 slip stitch, chain 5 and 1 slip stitch into the tip of the next petal. Always repeat, chain 5 and 1 slip stitch into the middle stitch of the next chain. And we are working into that chain stitch and chain 5 and 1 slip stitch into the tip of the next petal. Repeat this throughout the round. And close the ring after chain 5 with a slip stitch into that very first stitch. So that leaves you a little flower with 12 loops. Now 1 round of loops again, 1 slip stitch into the next chain, chain 1 and 1 slip stitch into the middle stitch of the chain, and now chain 5 and 1 slip stitch into the middle chain, chain 5 and 1 slip stitch into the middle stitch of the next chain, and so on throughout the round. And also close this round with 1 slip stitch into the first stitch. Next round we work towards the middle of the next chain again by working into the following chain, 1 slip stitch, chain 1 plus 1 slip stitch into the middle stitch of the chain. Now chain 5 for the picot and finish it with 1 slip stitch into the base. Into the next chain work 11 double crochets. Fast forward now, 11 double crochets into the next chain. And into the next chain another picot. So 1 slip stitch into the middle stitch of the next chain, chain 5 and 1 slip stitch into the base of this chain. So actually into the same slip stitch. And again into the next chain 11 double crochets. Now repeat this throughout the round. And the round ends with 1 slip stitch into the first stitch. You see, really easy and really beautiful. Here is another one, a little blocking, and you have a beautiful crochet star. Enjoy!